So a lot of you guys in the comments have asked for tips on how to play Ghostface. Although I already made a Ghostface tutorial, I still think that there are a few bits of information that some of you should know. But I'm not so sure I can do it all by myself. So today I brought Mike Naders, a friend and fellow Ghostface main who's going to help me give you guys some tips on how to play Ghosty better.
Yo, thanks Nick. What's up? I'm Mike Naders, content creator over on Twitch, top 15 in the world in markdowns with Ghostface, and #1 amongst Twitch streamers on the East Coast. If you want to check me out, all my cool socials are the same as my Twitch.
And a quick reminder, if you guys think that we left anything out in the video, then be sure to let us know down in the comments below. As always, like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and
let's get started. Let's start off with an easy one. Let's not run stealth perks, guys. Come on. We're playing the Ghostface. We're going to be stealthy all game, so you don't need to run Trail of Torment. You don't need to run Hex Plaything. Anything that makes you stealthy, perk-wise, don't use them.
I also think that we should point out that some maps are better for Ghostface than others. He would obviously excel in darker maps, but if you're on a lighter map like Eyrie of Crows or Coldwind Farm, you might have to rely more heavily on your positioning, with the reduced lighting of darker maps giving you a bit more leniency. There are a few things you can do to help with this though, such as running better cosmetics.
For all you win streak lovers out there, or you just want to win mostly all your games, there's a lot of cosmetics for the Ghostface that really make him stand out. So the blighted skin, the ice skin, hey, it's cool to run those skins if you don't really care, but if you're trying to win, you might want to run the classic Ghostface outfit or the default skin in the game.
Now that we've gone over some of the cosmetics and basics, I think we need to start touching on the power. When stalking a survivor with Ghostface, more often than not, there's a great deal of distance between the two of you. This is why it's better to 99 survivors, and wait till you get a little bit closer to pop the exposed on them to guarantee that you get the insta-down. When you expose them from far away, you run the risk of them making it to a window or a pallet or any kind of loop that would slow you down. There is a little bit more to 99ing survivors than that though.
Always 99 survivors. Ghostface is most effective when you 99 survivors. Trust me, you want to stalk them as much as you can. That way, when you need to find them later, you get the chance to mark their ass and bring them down.
Speaking of marking them and bringing them down, there are more effective ways to do so. I know that a lot of you stalk on Ghostface, but do a lot of you stalk properly? In order to stalk properly, you'd like to lean behind walls and ideally be crouched, seeing as stalking while not leaning behind a wall and or not crouched would take a significantly longer time to mark survivors than you otherwise need. But sometimes survivors won't make it easy for you.
You got that nasty little survivor that's always following you all game and just getting on your nerves? Well, I got a little tip for you. If you manage to stay crouched, you might have a lower chance of getting revealed by that nasty little survivor.
There are also a few other things you can do to reduce your chances of being revealed, such as finding tall structures to stalk from. Good examples of this would be the main building on Ormond, or the Disturbed Ward from Crotus Pren. You can also look for off angles because as Ghostface, you could even stalk survivors through cracks in walls. Just remember to 99 them like we said, to ensure that you can get the down on them.
Let's talk about add-ons. Now, in my opinion, Ghostface has a wide variety of add-ons that you can use to your advantage. So for example, if you want to use something like outdoor security camera, then you don't need to use barbecue and chili. If you use driver's license, you don't have to worry about using surge or pop or pain res. Now if you're using Wally Eye's matchbook, which is a brown cooldown add-on, don't be afraid to wait out the cooldown if you've been recently revealed to a nearby survivor. Chances are survivors have absolutely no idea what they're doing, and you can down them immediately when the cooldown is finished.
Let's also remember that when we're stalking a survivor and we have that bar 99, hitting them with a basic attack would reset that stock meter. However, normally it's pretty easy to track which survivors are marked because you can just see it on the HUD. But sometimes when a lot of things are going on, you kind of tend to lose track. You need to be on the lookout for survivors trying to body block once you've picked up another survivor. A lot of survivors will try and do this to give their teammate an opportunity to wiggle out, but if the survivor body blocking has already had stock meter, then it's best just to wait it out. God forbid you hit the survivor who's body blocking, well then you lose the survivor on your shoulder and reset the meter of the body blocking survivor.
Now let's say a survivor has off the record. I know, a pretty annoying perk, but let me tell you something more annoying. If you manage to mark a survivor and you try to down them when they're full HP, don't expect to bring them down because that off the record will screw you over. Be careful.
That's okay though, because although survivors have their cheese builds, so do we. As Ghostface, if you run play with your food as well as drop leg knife sheath, well at 3 stacks of play with your food plus a mark with drop leg, you're going to be 25% hasted. For those of you who want to play the game a little bit faster, I highly recommend running this perk and add-on combination. It'll make it borderline impossible for anyone to escape you.
Now did you guys know that if you hold the M2 or LT or L2 for all you controller lovers out there, You'll be able to lower your sounds of your steps. Use this to your advantage to sneak up on those survivors.
You can't always be sneaky though, and that's okay because the Ghostface power has multiple uses. You'd ideally like to expose a survivor by marking them with Ghostface's power, but don't be afraid to use his power to mind game and chase. When you activate Night Shroud, you lose your tear radius and red stain. This can make it really hard for survivors to track you on loops that have high walls. But this also takes us straight into our last tip. Don't be afraid to drop a chase if it's taking too long. When you're chasing a survivor, you're giving the other survivors time to do gens. Now, depending on how good the survivor you're chasing is, you might be giving the team seconds to do gens, and you might be giving them minutes to do gens. However, if you drop a chase and activate your power, well then the survivor you're looping won't know if you're fully gone or if you're just using your power to mind game, allowing you to go and exert pressure on other unsuspecting survivors. Remember, you have no tear radius or red stain when you're activating Night Shroud. Anyways, that's all we have for you guys today, but if there are any other tips that you guys remember that we didn't cover, be sure to let us know down in the comments. I had a ton of fun making this video with Mike, so I'd appreciate it if you guys checked out his links down in the description. Once again, make sure to like and subscribe and let me know what other collaborations you guys want to see in the future. My birthday is coming up too, so if you guys want to buy me something, check the Throne link in my description. Anyways, have a nice day.